Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And this is another session with Bertland Hope in Jamaica. And I'll bring you up on screen. Here you are. Hi, Bertland.
Hi everyone. How are you doing?
I'm good. So, you sent me an email this morning giving me an update of what's going on. Let me just go grab that over here. So you say, I'm working on Adobe After Effects trying to create an animated logo. On social media, I've begun to follow persons. I need to get more targeted. I have just been following a lot of women. Yeah, okay. Created my first composition. Uh, Romaine is getting the parts together. Deandra gave the work to someone else. I was taking too long. This is a learning experience for me. I can see we're going to be talking about that one. So
Yes.
go ahead and fill us in. What's the rest of the story?
Well, let's start with the last one first. And
Okay.
so with Deandra, what happened with Deandra is that I did not follow up with her. I did not follow up with Deandra
Okay.
quickly enough. And she had as I said, she had a pain, and she wanted me to solve her pain. I didn't sort it out quick enough, and she had to go to someone else. So that's my biggest, that's my first learning experience. I consider that to be my biggest loss right now. And
Okay.
going forward, I'm going to be communicating with everyone that reaches out to me. So yeah.
Okay. So remind us what was her initial
Her
request or
initial
issue.
issue pain was that she needed to get Windows, Microsoft Office installed on her computer, and she also had an issue with her laptop. The laptop wasn't powering on. So it was when you press the power button and have the battery in there and plug it in, it wasn't pouring on.
Okay. Now I remember that we talked about some things to do with that, but I know that we didn't talk about it when you first brought the subject up. I think it was a couple sessions later. So I'm wondering for both of these issues, installing Microsoft Office and fixing the laptop that wouldn't power on, were you feeling a little bit uninformed of how to go about that? Is that what caused your delay in getting back to her?
Actually, no, what caused the delay in getting back to her was that, to be totally honest with you, uh, I just learned this that you have to be more aggressive with the clients, not really aggressive, but you make the first move with the clients.
Okay.
So I'm realizing that now. So I was kind of laid back with Deandra in terms of when she sent the information and I got back the feedback, I didn't reach back to her until a while after, like about a week after. And so
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so that's what break the connection between us. That was all me.
Okay. So let me tell you where I'm at with that. With my clients that I've been doing this work for 30 years, and some of my clients have been with me for almost that long. And if they send me an email or a text that they've got an issue, if I can respond to that right now, I do it. I don't, it's not like dating where you say you gotta respond the next day because you don't want to seem too eager. Yeah, it's critically important when somebody sends you an email or a text or something,
Yeah.
respond to them as soon as you are able to. You don't have to turn your life upside down over it, but they should find that most of the time they feel like they're getting pretty much immediate response. That really locks people into you.
Yes.
They want to stick with that kind of a person that does that kind of response. So that's
Yes.
like for the amount of time and effort that you put into attracting one client, that effort of responding to them like within an hour of when you see their request
Yes.
is probably equivalent to maybe 5 or 10 new clients. Meaning you get people that you do whatever work you do for reaching out, trying to attract people, and let's say you get 5 people that respond to
Yes.
the advertisements that you have out there. responding promptly to any one client is probably the equivalent of 5 new potential clients. It's just really, really strong. And then also keeping an existing client happy is far easier than what it takes to attract another new client. So yeah, those are really critically important. And if you have any doubt of how to go about doing with it, just turn your focus to that. That's very, very important to do.
Yes.
Is there anything else in that experience that you pulled out of it from a lesson point of view? You don't have to figure out some other lesson. You don't have to make up some other lesson. If there isn't, there isn't. And we move forward. Okay.
Right.
All right, good. So then I'm just looking at my screens here. Some crazy things are going on. So those of you who are in chat, give me a AVD check, please. Let's see, Ken's, Aaron already said AVD, good. Watch check is the watch is on the desk. And DVR is on. All good now, thanks to refresh screen. Yeah, I had to refresh the screen too. My screens are just doing something really weird. They used to work better. Okay. So we finished with Deandra.
Yes.
I know another topic I want to get to, but I'm going to let you pick the next topic.
Okay.
What do you want to deal with next?
All right. So we have Romaine. I could just give a quick update on Romaine.
Okay.
Romaine is she's getting the parts together. She's working with the parts list that we had sent from Catherine.
Okay.
So we're no longer having any changes in the parts. And then I explained to her as well again about the white power supply. And she was telling me that the reason why she was even mentioning that power supply is a salesman was trying to get her to buy that power supply. So I was just explaining to her why the community does not recommend that power supply because of the rate and stuff. And so she kind of decided to just go with the stuff that were on the list provided by the list, because what happening is that it was just somebody trying to sell her something. It's not like, it's a shop with a salesman and the man just trying to sell what's in the shop. So.
Okay. And the salesperson she's working with was it in like a large chain type computer store, or is it in a small local computer store? What was it?
I think it's a local store now. It's a local store she works with.
Okay. Well, yeah, they may be trying to sell what they have and what they carry, and they're probably carrying the white label or cheaper products because they sell better to most people that walk through the door.
Yes.
But if you're advising her, sounds like you did advise her that it's inexpensive and they carry it because it's lower quality.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like she bought that and accepted that. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So she's moving forward with that parts list. So
great.
Looking forward to that.
Okay. Very good. What do you want to take on next?
All right. So the next thing here is that we have a few things here. I said I created my first composition. Oh, before we touch on that, there's something that I didn't mention in the email. Oh yeah, it's there. So created my first composition. Everything is there about the following on social media. So everything is there. So we can talk about it there. So I created my first composition. I was working in Adobe After Effects, and I created a little composition, just trying to use most of the tools in there to animate some words onto the screen and kind of play around with the camera to get some motion and stuff. So I created a little thing. It took me like 8 hours to do it, but
wait. What was that?
It took me like 8 hours to do it.
8 hours.
8 hours to do it.
Okay.
8 hours. But what I want to do is I want to be able to create my own motion graphics. So I want to be able to like animate my logo and stuff like that. And what I'm doing is on Instagram. I did something on Instagram. Somebody I showed somebody how I created a video of me using my phone, showing somebody how to save, how to share a post and tag somebody. And then somebody else messaged me in my DMs and asked me how to do two-factor authentication, like how to enable two-factor authentication on your account. And then somebody else messaged me in my DMs today and asked me why are their posts disappearing? Like why they can't have captions and hashtags on the post. And so I said, well, yeah.
Okay,
Something
let me get this straight. You got it. Now, I got to ask the chat because I'm hearing a really bad echo sometimes when I start talking. It sounds like it's come back. So, chat, tell me if the sound's coming through okay. All right. So, you spent 8 hours on animating this thing, and you've got, I think you said 3 people asking you technical questions through one of your social medias. The
yes,
time
but
the
the composition that I made was not the reason why they were asking me the questions. Initially, I recorded my screen of my phone, so I was showing somebody how to share a post on Instagram. So I wanted persons to share my post in their story and tag me. So I made a video of how you do that, and basically I recorded the screen on my phone and did a voiceover of it and just put it up. And a lady sent me, a gentleman actually sent me a message and asked me how I do two-factor authentication. And then after that, this morning, after I uploaded the composition that I did, and a lady messaged me and she was asking me about why her posts are not having captions and why she can't add hashtags to her posts. I just wanted to.
Okay, so I'm hearing 3 things there, 3 questions people are asking you. How do I do such and such and so and so? None of those were related to that 8 hours that you spent with Adobe After Effects, right?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
okay. You spent an amount of time recording something on your phone about how to forward a post or tag somebody, something like that,
How
and
to share.
you got some questions off of that.
Yes.
The amount of time you spent creating that tutorial essentially got you some activity. And I want to point out that this 8 hours in Adobe After Effects to do this slick looking thing that you're excited about is a waste of your time. Okay?
Yeah.
I didn't sugarcoat that. And
Yeah.
I've been guilty of this. I've been guilty of this. So I'm not singling you out. I think everybody who has started pursuing a new business has been guilty at this from time to time. You get an idea about how this something really cool as part of your marketing, and and it's just a time sinkhole of sucking up your time, and it's not likely going to get you the results that is worthy of that amount of time. It's far more effective to take shorter, simpler things that you can do more frequently, like you did with this tutorial about how to tag somebody in a post, if I'm saying that right or not, and get some activity, get people asking you questions. And each time you answer their questions, and it's on a social media where other people are seeing your answers, they're going to realize you're somebody that they can turn to. Now you did a tutorial about, am I saying this correctly, about how to tag somebody in a post?
How you share someone's post in a story and
Okay,
mention
don't go too far. Just share someone's post in a story. Fine. You did a little tutorial on that. And in response to that, you got a question from somebody else that was totally off of that topic. Right? What was the first one you said that you got back from that?
How to enable two-factor authentication on your
Totally
account.
different. That was totally different than sharing a post in a story, because they saw that you cared enough to give a thoughtful answer. You sounded like somebody who understands technical concepts. And then you got another question that was still off topic. It was a different technical question, but it was also off of that same string. So that third one was about what?
A lady having issues with her social media account.
Yeah.
She can't. Okay.
I'm just saying that was so quick and easy for you to generate those questions from people, yet that 8 hours that you've spent with Adobe After Effects on something that's still not complete probably hasn't produced anything for you yet.
Well, what happened is that in After Effects, what I wanted to do is I wanted to learn how to create motion graphics. So, yeah, the thing is with Adobe Suite, I can use most of the Adobe Suite. It's just that I haven't used After Effects. I had to spend a lot of time learning, like to watch something where somebody was doing a project from start to finish,
Right.
where I could actually see the workflow and then boom. So most of the tools actually click now. It's not like it's going to take me 8 hours or 10 hours or even 3 hours to build a little simple composition. No, because basically it won't take me so long to build a composition. No, man. It would
But
just
is it going to generate enough extra traffic to be worth it? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't learn something new.
right.
I think you're really intrigued and interested in that. And that's fine to pursue it for that reason. But what I heard you at the beginning of this, you said you wanted to animate some text coming in or whatever it was. A question that I asked myself in that when trying to evaluate whether it's worth spending time on something is, if I successfully create this thing that I'm contemplating, will that be the deciding factor for anybody in engaging my services? And very often, and I'm suspicious about this situation for you, you might come up with an answer of no, because what that type of thing does is it attracts somebody's attention to that piece of advertising that you're doing. And if that causes them to look closer at your message, then that could be worthwhile. But if you don't have that glitzy fancy thing, will your message catch their eye already anyway? So to try to give another example where this comes into place, and I'm not quoting a specific conversation, but I think most people will find it so easy to imagine that this conversation could take place, where one person comments to another person saying, "Did you see that commercial where they did such and such and so and so? That's such a great person." And then the other person will say his name is Bertland, just because maybe it is. And Bertland says, "Well, yeah, that was an entertaining advertisement. By the way, what were they advertising?" And the first person says, "Well, I don't know, but it was a really good commercial. I really enjoyed it." What's the point if the person can't remember what was being advertised? Some of the advertisements that we're getting on through video programs and television and so on, the advertising agencies are really putting a lot of effort in making the commercials entertaining or funny. Sometimes the message of what they're really trying to accomplish gets lost in the entertainment. People enjoy the commercial, and then afterwards they can remember what they enjoyed about the commercial, but they don't remember what product was being advertised. So in any element that you want to include in your advertising, such as animating text for advertising that you do on social media, ask yourself, if I don't do this, will my message still be seen by the people who have pain that I can help with? On the other hand, looking at it the other direction, if I don't include this glitzy piece, is that going to cause them to not see my message at all? So it's a way of evaluating whether it's really worth spending the amount of time. And I've had a number of times in my pursuits that I have stopped what I was doing because I was finding, man, I'm spending a lot of time on this. I really like it. I really want to do it. I think it'd be really neat. but is it really going to generate the benefit that it needs to generate in order to justify spending my time on it? And I've had a number of times when I've made an unpleasant decision that no, I got to stop going that way. Let me take a look at chat here and see what we got going on.
Well said, my brother.
Let's see, I'm going to try getting it on this computer. There's that. And then pop out chat so it's easier to read. And right there. So yeah, Atex Aaron, hello. All is good. Ken Stout, hello. And Gary Weisenberger, hello. And that's what we got so far, showing 8 viewers right now. Okay, so
I agree with you, my friend.
Are you okay with that?
I totally agree with you, my friend. I mean, I want to do it because that's what I say everybody else doing. But Doug, I tell you, the things that I've been doing, the simple things that I've been doing, the things that I've been doing have been working.
Absolutely.
So I just
focus on those. Yes, absolutely.
I agree. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. All right. So now that we have that out of the way, we have that next thing here, which is the following on social media, how I've been trying to grow my audience.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've been trying to grow my audience on social media. Posting alone is great, but to get new persons, I don't want to use the hashtags because I don't want random persons. I want to choose who is, who are kind of, it should be run anyway. But what I want to do is I want to pick the persons who are going to follow me back. So what I do is on my timeline, the persons that are friends with me and I'm liking their posts and stuff. I have 2 methods that I'm doing now. I do the same story shout out thing. I'm doing that. How I do that is when I like somebody's post, I always drop some fire on it. When I like the post, I drop some comments on it, which is 3 fire emojis. And when they respond, like some persons, they will like the comment and some of them will like it and reply. The ones that reply, what I do is I share their story in a post and tag them. And then what that entails is that they will add it to their story and it end up tag me. So I add it back to my story and then I share it in a mention on my page. Kind of like to keep it after the 24 hours. And then what I do to grow my audience as well is when my friends post or when anybody posts, let's say, for example, I'll go on Instagram now and I see somebody post, it would show you when the post was made. So it would say it was made 2 hours ago. Anything that was posted within the hour, any post that was posted within the hour, I go inside of it and I look on the likes. And then I just scroll down and I say any girl's profile picture that have the circle on it that shows that they have a story, just click follow. I just follow those. I don't follow everybody. I just follow the girls because I say ladies, they interact more in on my side of the world with social media. Like they like more and they comment more. So I wanted to get more exposure.
Okay. And is this mostly Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I was wondering why you mentioned in the email that you're mostly following women. And now I'm thinking I'm hearing that the answer from you is because on Instagram, women just are the dominant audience there, and they tend to interact more on there.
Yes.
Okay. That kind of makes sense. Now, when you're interacting with their stories and liking and such, what is it about your interaction that a third-party observer might see that causes them to think that you might be a helpful person for technical issues?
All right. So when somebody clicks my profile and comes to my profile, I have my profile is all about marketing, technology, tech. Basically, it's tech support humor in terms of, and then I have my computer life support branding information there within the biography of my profile. That information is very visible. I have a very pleasant picture of my face. It's just my face and it's smiling, so that you can see my face and I'm smiling.
Good.
And within the bio, the first thing you see is computerized support, an individual technician working as a sole proprietor, open 24 hours, no hidden fees, fixed hourly rate. Call me anytime. My number is right there. And then below that, all the posts that are on my page are either a post showing some tech support humor.
Well, how
Or
about this? What can you show us? Can you show us some of that with your screen share?
Sure.
I think it'd be easier than describing it.
Telling it. Let me just pull up a browser quick and fast. I logged in over here. Share. All right. All right. So great.
That's your picture of you?
I
didn't know.
Yeah. As I say, I follow a lot of ladies, so yeah, they're going to be doing a lot of stuff like that. All right, so the first thing you come to the page is you see a picture that's it, and computerized support, information technology company, call myself. I'm no wait time, a computer technician working as a sole proprietor, fixed hourly rate, no hidden fees. This is a link to a Telegram chat that I made. Then right here I have the mentions of the persons that I was telling you about. So persons add back the things, and then I add it back so that it stays forever. So when I go and click, this will always carry. So these are the posts. All right, so that's right there. All right, so on my page, this is the thing that I compose.
Okay, so that's what you did with Adobe After Effects?
8 hours of my life. Anyway, this is the tutorial. Okay.
So this is going through the different posts that you.
No, this post right here is the actual tutorial that I made showing you how to do the share your post and tag someone.
Oh, that's the tutorial that you did.
Yeah, it's actually a recording of my phone screen that I did.
Oh, okay.
And then I did a voiceover. Similar way, I did the Tony videos. And then each other post on there is a like a compilation of tech support humor.
Okay.
And then yeah, so I have this here. And then it's basically tech support humor and stuff. I mean, so it's not like you would see me and then you realize this guy is a Jamaican man. He's technology person.
All right.
And yeah, so that's basically it. So, and then yeah. So what I do is, let's say for example, I'll go on my homepage like here. And all right, yeah, all right. So like Culture Doctor, 31 minutes ago, right? I hit the like, and well, I can't drop the fire because this is the computer. So well, I just drop the fire.
Okay, so slow down here. I'm trying to absorb what it is you're doing here. You're looking at somebody else's Instagram now, or
this is mine. This is what you call your home feed.
All right.
Anybody who you follows would come up on your home feed.
Okay, so this person is somebody that you follow.
Yes, she's a PhD.
All right.
She's a director of the ICS Institute of Caribbean Studies at UA. Influential person, you know. So what I do, I click like and I drop some fire on them posts, drop a comment. The next thing I do is in the likes here. I go inside of the likes, right? And Stacy and Green Taylor are going to follow she, because one, she is a woman. She have this thing show that this lady have a story. You understand? I'm not following everybody because they are women. I'm just following the ones that have the story, sir. You understand? Just the ones that follow. And so from this post, I only follow 2 persons.
So if they have a red circle around them, that means they have a story?
Yes, that means they're active on the platform within 24
Okay.
hours, and their profile is not private. So
Okay.
yeah, and I just did
Okay.
this. This is like one of my friends. He does landscaping. All right, so his post is from 3 hours ago, but it has 7 views, so it might only have 2 persons that like it. So what I do, I click on this one, and I look at if it will allow me. Anyway, yeah, it look like it don't have no likes, just have views. This one again, yeah, all right. So this guy here, Bling Dog Official, him into fitness. I wouldn't follow persons of his page, you know. Like this lady here, this is like a personal page. So I would go on here and I look on her likes. Most of the persons on this are private, only following one of them. And yeah, basically like that. So I need to drop the like and drop some fire. But
Okay.
I do that. I spend like an hour on Instagram for the day and try to come out. But this thing will take up your time. So
Okay. So
yes.
where was the place that you received technical questions from people?
Okay, in my DMs here.
All right.
In
Direct
my DMs.
messages.
Yeah. So in my DMs here. All right. So this lady here, she was flooding me with stuff. All right. So she said, I am deleting my videos because all my videos are showing frame wall pictures. Could you please tell me why? Tell me why Instagram changed my videos to just a photo of myself, or someone is hacking my posted videos. My friend says my videos are spam. And then I said, I looked at your profile. When you are trying to comment, do you get an error message? And she said, no, my personal videos that I upload are posted are no longer videos. They turn into picture. But a guy tell me Instagram is taking my video down because they are either spam or breach of copyright. And then I was like, I didn't get to respond to her, but I think what happening here is that the videos are turning into, they're probably changing the content format of those videos to spam videos or something like so. Oh,
Well, you haven't
that's
been
just,
able to see those videos.
yeah, but I think I know what you're talking about in terms of the videos. Instagram is changing some of the videos that they have on there. They change them up into what they call like fan videos, which are like 15-second clips, which are not videos or pictures. They are a combination of both, so you can both like them, and the views don't count on those things. It's more like likes on a video. That it's kind of, I need to get the full 100 on that. And then the other gentleman that asked me about the is a lot of them, and the other person that asked me. All right, so this person here asked me on Thursday, fully my God, good night. Do you know how to make an extra security code for your YouTube page so so nobody can hack it? And then I sent him this video here of somebody that made the two-factor authentication tutorial. This guy is cool. I recommend. And then he's on YouTube too. So I just tell him, follow the steps in this video. It's called two-factor authentication. And he said, okay, respect fam. And I'm asking, can you do me a solid clip to share my post in his story? He did. He shared my post. So
All right.
motion there. And also, yeah.
Got it. Well, it sounds like that's kind of working for you. None of those turned into actual work, but yet, but that's not really expected. You keep helping people. You want to go ahead and turn your screen share off. If you keep helping people as they ask questions, then that can lead to actual work. Now, these people, you probably they may not be local to Jamaica, I imagine, but still, you're kind of putting yourself out there as a person who's willing to work with technical questions. The one where she was asking you about her videos being taken down because of either spam or copyright, my reaction to that is that in order to answer that, you'd have to see the video, and you can't see it because it's already taken down. Now, what I would do for a person with that is I would give them share a link with them where they can upload the video to my cloud storage, either Google
Dropbox.
Drive or OneDrive, so that I could watch it and answer it. So spam, it means that they're putting content on somebody else's profile or wall, whatever you call them, and I don't know your terminology in Instagram, but putting content there that isn't really pertinent to that person's profile or what they talk about. You're just putting your uninvited advertisement essentially for something else. Or a copyright would be if they have images or audio in there that is copyright protected. A lot of people don't understand what that is. Even somebody else's YouTube video or somebody else's Instagram content could be a copyright violation. But a lot of times people don't know what is okay and isn't okay. It's best to be creating your own content, posting your own content, reposting somebody else's content. I know there's a lot of places where that can be done, but I tell you what, I get a lot of notifications from people I know, and all they ever do is they're reposting somebody else's content. Well, sharing somebody else's content is part of what social media is supposed to be doing, but you're not going to draw attention to yourself, to your own capabilities by posting what other people have created. You need to create your own content. Doing that piece for the instruction for how to share that was a good one. Now the other one where you posted somebody else's YouTube video for how to do a two-factor authentication, I would have preferred for you to make your own little video.
Yes.
Then post somebody else's. And that video that you posted, did you verify that was showing how to do two-factor authentication for YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, so it wasn't just two-factor in
No,
general.
man, I watched it.
Okay, good. All right. Well, those are just thoughts. I want to say hello to Wintermute. I see you said hello in the chat. And Wintermute, I'm intending to do another live stream this afternoon, 2 or 3 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, now I'm thinking it's probably going to be 3 o'clock Pacific time to dig into those Windows update logs. And you specifically had indicated you were interested in that. So will you be available for that? That's a little less than an hour and a half from now. Okay, I kind of feel like we're winding down here unless you have other issues or questions.
No, I just want to tell you thanks, because that piece about staying on focus.
Yeah.
That thing will get you distracted if you're not careful. For real.
Yeah, and I frankly think that time you spent on that Adobe After Effects was a bit of a distraction. I think there's better places you could have spent that time, keeping in mind that this is a side business for you.
Yeah.
Spending 8 hours in a week, if you're on a 40-hour-a-week job, that's 1/5 of your work week. And so 8 hours during this last week, I don't know if that was during this last week, but that's a big chunk of time that you have available for your side business. And I think you should have been doing that work elsewhere, like just generating these questions from people, finding places to go and interact on social media and generating questions to you. Even if those particular interactions never result in anything, the first thing that they are doing is they're giving you practice.
Yes, they are.
Somebody's asking you a question. Now you've got to figure out, can I figure out what the answer is? Do I know the answer to that? And somehow come up with a good beefy answer for them in a short amount of time.
Yes.
That's awesome practice.
Thank you.
So, man, do more of that.
I will be doing that. I will be doing that so much more,
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Good.
And I just wanted to add that, I don't know. Everything you say is always so on point, Doug,
All All right.
I can't disagree with Doug the man right here, guys. Doug is the man, guys. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and wrap this up then. And so, for the information of everybody who's in chat right now, it's 12:40 p.m. right now, my time, Pacific time. So 3 p.m. my time today. Let's see. And Wintermute just chimed in saying he's good until 5 p.m. Pacific time. So that sounds perfect. So 3 p.m. Pacific time. I want to start a live stream doing a deep dive into the Windows Update logs. BH Ringer is asking, hi Bertland and Doug, do you participate in any online tech support forums? Most of my forum activity is kind of spotty here and there. I'm not very regular in any forums. And I'm interested in that, but the problem that I've had with them, like, oh, come on, am I going to zone out? I found they've been a lot of time and effort into short little communications that so often can be misunderstood, and you might wait a day or two for a response, and they've just seemed kind of really sluggish to get anything out of. So I'm interested in why you're asking that, BH Ringer. He says questions for Bertland. Okay. Oh, we send hi to Doug, to both of us. Yes, the question is to you, Bertland.
Sorry about that. But I'm agreeing with Doug here, but I don't use when I request assistance on technical forums, I don't part. So I think the question is, do I offer my expertise on technical forum? And the answer is no.
Yeah. And I think I would add more to that in the sense that I don't do it because I don't think those are potential clients for me. The people that are going to technical forums, I think, are people who are accustomed to go seeking the answers to the problems that they're having and then implementing the solutions themselves. And they would never turn into a paying client. The social media that you're interacting with sound like, for the most part, they are not technical interactions, but you're there offering support for technical issues, and those people are there anyway for whatever social media interactions they have, and they see somebody showing up there that can answer technical questions, and they just go ahead and ask you the question right there.
Aha.
I like that. I think that's a good place to be. So BH Ringer, do you have any follow-up on that? We're about to end this. And so I think we're on tap again for next weekend, next Saturday?
Yes, we are.
All right.
And
Very
we'll
good.
be updating you more on this social media, on this Instagram journey, and taking your advice and keeping it simple. So I had the idea in my mind to create the two-factor authentication. And in my mind, I am saying that after I learn these After Effects skills, because on the video, I want to have, like, on the one that I didn't have, I want to have, when you're teaching, I want to have certain things. When I'm clicking something, I want it to have like a little circle around, like a red, so that persons can see that I click it. Like, you can know that I click it, but you'd have to be looking to know that I click it, because it's a screen capture of a phone. So I wanted to add like those little simple little things that say, and like probably where you should go. I want to zoom in and move. So you focus on that kind of more like detailed kind of thing. So that's why I never made a two-factor video.
That sounds like putting more effort into the more highly produced video. I want to suggest a different thought. When somebody's asking you a question on a social media, if you can upload a short video within 30 minutes of their question, it doesn't have to be highly produced. You can narrate where the things are on the screen rather than adding all the fancy illustrations on the screen.
Yeah.
If they get an immediate response from you, that's going to satisfy them much better than if they get a highly polished, professional looking video 2 days from now. You know, and people
Yeah.
are, if you're responding that quickly with a good informative video that's right on point, that is super powerful. And,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try that right
and you
now.
just get it done, and now move on to the next thing,
I'm
as
gonna try
opposed
that
to
right now.
wind up spending with multiple hours on trying to get a polished video.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Okay,
right on that. You're right on that.
all
You're right
right.
on that. So could I ask you for your videos, right? For your videos that you edit, the ones that you edit, all you do is you create a thumbnail because that's necessary because you need a thumbnail for the CTR. But you basically just cut it, cut it, and no color grading, no sound card. You just cut the video where you want it to cut, arrange the clips so you want to arrange the clips, and come export the video for whichever platform you want, right?
I think the answer is yes to that. It's very rare that I do edited videos, and I only do edited videos when I just can't accept the live recording that I did. So I'll copy the file, the raw footage over here to my Mac where I use Final Cut Pro, and I'll take the clips and put them where I
You
want
want it.
them, and then export it. And it takes a long time to import the clips, and then editing time, and then exporting it. The machine takes a long time for that, and then upload it to YouTube. So I really avoid doing that.
Yeah, yeah,
I do on a shorter basis. I have had times where I do a live recording, and then I'll just cut off the beginning and the end, and I can do that even straight within YouTube. I
yeah.
can do that, or
Trim.
I can do it in there's a small editing program that comes with the streaming software that I use on my PC, and that's pretty quick and easy to do. But if I'm
Nice.
going to rearrange things, or overdub some audio or something like that, that always goes to the Mac with Final Cut Pro.
Okay.
So then, BA Tringer, depending upon the forum, you can include your business site in your profile, and if you establish yourself as reputable and knowledgeable contributor, others may seek help outside of the forum. I'm sure that's uh, a valid idea and valid way to go. The interaction style on forums, I just don't enjoy. So somebody in my position or your position that does enjoy that, perhaps you could do that. You need to know that you are at a higher technical capability of most of the people in the forum, I would think. Wintermute says recommend techguy.org, but it's not good for getting paying customers. There are rules against that. Good to keep abreast of things and help people. That is a good place to get more practice in helping people and observe other volunteer technicians on their site that are helping people. And BH Ringer to Wintermute, I understand that. I've been a volunteer moderator at Microsoft Community for 7 years. Good to know, BH Ringer. Yeah, and I've spent time in the Microsoft community
I've
when
been there too.
searches take me there,
Yeah, I've been there too.
and I look at their work there, and I appreciate the work that you and your other moderators do there, BH Ringer. So you're providing
Yeah,
a
we do.
service there. Thank you. Okay, so let's call that an end, and
Yes.
I'll see you again next weekend.
Thank you so much for the knowledge transfer. Thank you so much for your time. Big up everyone in YouTube land, We'll be seeing you again soon.
All right.
Bertland out.
Talk to you later, Bertland. Thank you. Okay, so if there's the email address on the screen, if you want to reach out to me for anything, DougBetts at LiveWindowsTraining.com. And let's see, it's almost 1 o'clock here. So 2 hours after that, 3 o'clock, I'm going to come back with a live session for deep dive on Windows Update logs. Hope to see you there. Have a great day. Catch you later. Goodbye.